All right, Brother Fred, you're on.
All right, welcome, welcome. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, wonderful. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to our first official training for Bancus. Okay, what I like to do first is welcome everybody that's here. And what I like to do also is ask everybody to put in, add to your name where you're actually chiming in from. A lot of names here I'm familiar with, of course, but we still like to know where you are from. That will be very, very helpful. We appreciate that very much. And so we want to start from the bottom up. Raymond Carmichael. I believe that's Raymond from down under, from
Argentina.
Argentina. Okay, welcome, Raymond. Welcome. Source of health. Um, if you can unmute yourself, at least let us know your name. We
They're not,
appreciate.
they're not able to unmute.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you want me to open it up?
No, that's okay. That's okay. Yes, yes. So source of health, welcome. Sharon Z Fold 5, welcome. And one of our council members, Shireen Offerman from Curacao, welcome, dear. Welcome, Raymond Marchena. I believe he is from Aruba. Okay, welcome, Pablo Clark. I've seen your name a million times, but I can't remember exactly where you're from. And here's another one of our uh, members on the leadership council, Mr. Neville Easy from New Jersey, welcome. Natural Sister, welcome. Although we'd like to know your name, but welcome. Glad to have you here. Money Huntress, we've seen you before. I'd like to know your name also. Matt Parr, welcome. Liz Deal from Minneapolis, thank you for putting where you're from. Joseph Payne, welcome. Jesse, welcome. Jacob, welcome. Gerald Brown from Jamaica, man, welcome. Diane Taylor, welcome. Shantana, welcome. Brian Williams from all the way from Australia, welcome. Andrew Washington, welcome. And last but not least, Trevor Jackson, welcome. So we're going to get started, gang. Okay. And so what I like to start with is the reason why we're doing this, doing the training, because this is technology, of course, and there's a process, as you know, that we all follow. And there's always, several questions that are thrown our way, when Al is doing the overviews. And so, what we want to do is create a platform for you to come, so you can have the knowledge base and be as self-sufficient as possible when it comes to assisting new members that you bring in. And so what we're going to do, we're going to actually start really with what everybody knows, but we're going to provide some useful information to make everybody more effective. Okay, and so having said that, we're going to begin, Brother Eric. If you can bring up um, what's the WhatsApp link that you would send people when you are inviting them.
Yes, sir. I'll put it in the chat just a moment,
All right.
and then I'll open up a slide for it as well before we conclude.
Yeah.
Bear
And
with
and
me.
when he does that, I'm going to bring up an important point. Although this is so elementary to a lot of us at this point, there is something that it bears mentioning, with this.
All right, entering into the chat now, sir.
All righty.
It is there.
Not yet.
No, it's there.
We don't see it.
No, in the chat. Looking inside the chat.
Oh, in the chat. I'm sorry. Okay. 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 I do not see anything in the chat myself. Does anybody else see anything in the chat? If not, then we can move on and I can just explain it. Okay.
One moment, I'll bring up the page.
You don't have to. You don't
No,
have to.
that's important. It's important because if you can't see it, that means no one else can see it,
Yeah.
and it needs to be seen. So give me one
Okay.
second, sir. Can you see the screen?
I see the screen. Yeah.
Okay. And you all might need to take a screenshot of this so that you're clear on two things. Um, we have several training uh, videos. Uh, they're known as shorts, video shorts on YouTube, and those show you how to install the apps, how to install if you're on your iPhone or iPad. They show you how to load your card, how to put deposits on your card, and how to utilize your referral link. So those are there on the YouTube channel, and the link is www.youtube.com/ the @ and all one word, the Wealth Minister. Okay, and you can find those overviews there. And beneath that, you see the WhatsApp invitation link, and that's for our group. So while I modify this to make it possibly larger or bolder, Brother Fred, you can go on with the point you wanted to raise regarding the WhatsApp group.
Okay. All right. What I was referring to was the invite link that you send people, okay, when they want to download the app or install the app. Okay. Two important points on that. Number one, the average person would probably try to search for the link or the install app on Google Play or the equivalent place on iPhone. Okay, and as you know, we are totally decentralized, so the only way a person can install that app is through the link that you send them. Okay, so just make sure that they understand up front that that's the only way they can install the app. Number one. Number two, although it is a link, it is preferred and highly necessary that you only install it on a phone, okay, on an Android or on an iPhone. There was one case where a person installed it on a laptop and then there was all sorts of issues. Okay, it's an app, so it's not designed to go on a laptop. It's not designed to go on a tablet, just a phone. That's very important because that's going to make the interfaces work a whole lot better, when you're operating the app. Okay, so just keep that in mind that a person knows that it should be installed only on a phone. Okay, so that's the point I want to make with that. Okay, so Brother Eric, if you can bring up the image of the app, because what we're going to do now, we're going to start from basically the very beginning. As I said, when you invite someone and they actually install the app.
All right, stand by.
Okay. You know what you can do, Brother Eric? If you can
Yes,
get
sir.
hold of get a hold of the video that
That's what I'm
we
pulling up now.
actually, okay, good. Okay. Not the app itself, but
The video on the channel. Just had to sign in, so give me one moment. and taking us to the page so we can actually see the page from as a viewer, what you would see. All right, can you see the screen where it says the Wealth Minister, Brother Fred? Okay, I'm gonna have to mute other folks. Give me a second. All right, can you all see the screen? You're able to unmute now.
Yep, can see the screen.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
I can see
Thank
it.
you. All right, so when you go to the YouTube channel, which is, I'll put it in the chat as well. You just come to, when you come to the homepage, you have videos and you have shorts. If you go to shorts, it'll take you directly to what we've done with the Bancus videos. So you see how to recharge, Bancus introduction. You see, I think there's 6 of them in total, but let's go to not this,
The second
the second one. One moment.
Hey, brother, I'm back. Can you bring me back? Bring me on video if you don't mind.
Yes, sir. I went too far back. 1 second, Brother Fred.
Take your time.
You should be able to open up your camera.
As Al says, technology is great when it works, right?
Absolutely. Okay, it was the second one. I was moving too fast.
the second step to load our card is, once inside the app, tap on
It should
Top
give
Up.
me the wrong one.
Then we
I got too many things on my personal screen. Give me just a moment, family.
welcome to Bancus. Today we're going to show you how to create your account using the app. Step 1. Open the Bancus app on your phone. Step 2. Type in your email address. Then tap the button that says Open Bancus Account. Next, choose a username. And re-enter your email. Now tap the Register button. A code has just been sent to the email you provided. Go to your inbox and find it. Once you have the code, enter it into the app. Tap Confirm Email. And that's it. Your Bancus app is now ready. You can recharge it and start using the services of our digital bank. Welcome to Bank.
You want to elaborate on that, any, Brother Fred?
Yeah. Actually, before you get to all that, when you actually tap on the link that's sent to you, okay, everything is very intuitive, and that it walks you through all the steps. Okay, but on the iPhone, you're going to get a pop-up that references the iPhone, and it's going to be like a list of items. When you see that, all you do is tap on the share button on the bottom of your phone. That share button is a square with the arrow in the middle pointing up. That's your share button. Okay, and when you tap that share button, there's going to be a list of list of options, and there's going to be an option that reads share with home screen. Once you tap that, that's going to install the app on the phone, and that's it. That's the extra step that iPhone requires that the Android does not. And this is why a lot of people have problems installing it because they're unaware of that additional step. And the video, it only tells you to click on the bottom, but it doesn't tell you what to click on. It just says the bottom. So I'm like, the bottom what? So specifically that share button, which is the square button down in the lower middle of the iPhone, the arrow pointing up, that's the share button. Once you click that and then click on the option that reads share with home screen, that should take care of it. Okay, so that's the difference between the iPhone and the Android. Android does not go through that extra step. Okay, and you guys got any questions? Write them down. Okay, because we're going to go through the app process, and then we're going to open it up for questions.
All right. Do we want to play the next ones as well?
Yeah, play the next one. Yeah, and so we can elaborate on that.
Today we're going to show you. Welcome to Bancus. The second step to load our card is, once inside the app, tap on Top Up. Then we select that we want to top up the card with $10. At the bottom, it shows us the gross conversion. Remember, the only fee Bancus charges is 4% on.
Okay.
When you say back up, what do you mean?
Yeah, well, we can't top up until we actually fund the app from the external wallet.
Okay, I don't believe we have a video for that, but you can elaborate on it.
No, we don't need the video for that, but if you can bring up, can you bring up your app?
One moment.
Okay, yeah. And I apologize, gang. My computer went. It occasionally does this, and it hadn't done it in a long time, and it just froze up on me, and I had to switch to my phone. Okay, wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, yeah. So when you look at this image, you just assume that you have just installed the app and you're ready to fund it. So obviously, where you see the card and crypto, you see a dollar, you see dollar amounts. Yours obviously will read zero because you have nothing on there. And so the first step is that you want to deposit funds on there. So Eric, if you can click on deposit, and Al covers this, very well on the overviews, but this is training, and so we're going to dive into this again. Okay, so here's where you want to start. First of all, there's two things that you want to remember. Number one, we only use USDT and USDC. Now with USDT, if you click on change tokens, Eric, on USDT, can you blow that up? Yeah, on USDT, we have the option of using 3 different networks. We can use USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, which is BEP20. We can use USDT on the Ethereum ERC20 network, and we can use USDT on the Tron TRC20 network. Now, all this is very basic for a lot of us, but occasionally some people get it twisted, and they end up, when they see Ethereum and Tron, they'll go to their personal wallet and try to send over Ethereum and send over Tron. Okay, so we're pointing out that it can only be USDT. Okay, now for USDC, the reason why we have USDC, they're both stable coins, okay, tied to the US dollar 101 ratio. Okay, but the reason why we have USDC is because USDT is delisted in Europe and they can only use USDC. And the only network that can be used on USDC is the Ethereum ERC20. Okay, and so when you Can you go back to that, Eric?
I am. I am. One moment.
Okay.
That's a USDC screen.
Okay, you got to click cancel because we don't
You didn't
see.
want you didn't want to see it, show it? The
Okay, what I
Ethereum?
want to, I want you to open it up so we can see the wallet address. Okay, so you're gonna get okay, kind of went too fast there. Okay,
All right, let's stop and get on the same page. So
okay,
USDC, and I
yes, okay. Now
choose
just tap.
Ethereum.
Yes, just tap on it. Yes, stop there. Okay, this is just a confirmation asking you, are you sure if you want to be able, you're going to send only USDC for Ethereum ERC20. And so you click on understood, telling them that this is in fact what you want to do. So click on understood. And I guess it's a little
Delay, I'm
delayed.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get it'll okay, yeah, just scroll down and we see the address.
Yeah, it's on delay, but it's coming up.
Okay.
It'll be full blown in a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's longer than expected. Okay.
Okay. Now, the reason why you have chosen USDC ERC20, obviously because this is what you have in your personal wallet, be it um, MetaMask, okay, Trust Wallet, or whatever, wherever you have it, Binance, crypto.com, whatever account you have USDC ERC20 that you want to send to this address. So you will just simply, there's two ways you can do it. You can do it from your phone. You can scan the QR code, of course, or you can tap the clipboard or the copy symbol to the far right of the physical address itself. You go ahead and do that, Brother Eric, and it's telling you that it's copied. Okay, and once you click OK, then you can actually take that address and then insert it into the wallet that you want to send from. Okay, and it's pretty instantaneous. Depending on where you're sending it from, it doesn't take long at all. I mean, it could be a matter of seconds. It can be 3 minutes. It should be no more than 5 minutes, but it really doesn't take that long, as all of you should know by now. Okay, so you have the amount sent over according to the card that you want to get. Also, according to how much you want to fund it with, because once you get the card, then obviously you want to use the card. So you want to fund a minimum of what it takes to get the card. Okay, so that'll be 45 or 85 minimum. So
Would you like for me to go to another account I have that hasn't received a card yet? That way we can show the steps there.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
All right. Give me a moment.
So what I believe Brother Eric is doing is actually accessing another account on the same app. Am I correct?
That is correct, sir.
Okay. And we'll show you how to do that also. Okay, so you
I can
so
go ahead.
I mean, what do you actually want to do here? I mean, are you
Just
going to?
show them how to order the card.
Okay,
So,
all right, yeah, yeah. So go ahead, and matter of fact, you can take over the
okay.
explanation as you're going through it.
So folks, all you want to do, oh, and let me just say this. You see the amount of crypto that's on this card? This account doesn't even have a card yet. But when you share with everyone and they take you up on your referral, you're paid. I want you to understand that. When I began this operation, Brother Fred reached out to me. I was so happy that, first of all, to be under his tutelage, number one. Secondly, when he showed me how simple this is, I jumped right on and had no funds available to me. And in a matter of days, because I shared with everyone, the funds were on my account when they purchased their cards. And what that did for me, and when they topped off, and what it did for me, it gave me enough to access my card, access the purchase of my card. So simply here, I wanted to show you that first. Then my screen is frozen, but I'm going to come back to it and show you how we get it done. One moment. It should be coming up in a moment. Slight delay, folks. Give it a moment.
Now we know what Al goes through.
Right, right, right. All right. So this might be you or people you brought on into the opportunity, and now you want to purchase your card. So the first step you want to take is tap on the Bancus image there, the Bancus card image. You see the Visa logo, just tap on it, and it comes up, request your card, order now. I click on order now. And it's going to ask, do you have a card? Activate now. Or do you want a card? Solve it here. So I click on that second column there, and it's going to give you the choice of metal or plastic. Okay. I'll select plastic. You see the cost, USDT or USDC, $45. I will hit select. Or if I'm choosing the metal, it's $85 USDT or USDC, and I will hit select. Now, I don't have enough on here to get the metal card. I'm just going to continue to stack here, so I'm not looking to get the card at this moment, but I want to show you how easy the process is. When the process is there, it'll provide you the QR code, and you'll have to choose which network you want to use. Now here it tells you I don't have enough to select to get it, but I can select change card and get the plastic. Assuming that there's enough here, I would choose change token network because it comes up by default USDT, BEP20 or BEP20. So I would normally myself purchase through the Ethereum network because of my access to it. So I would hit change token network. And on the USDT, of course, you have the options. It automatically defaults to BEP20, but I can choose Ethereum. Click there. And now I'm on the Ethereum network. And it, as you can see, it gives you USDT ERC20 above the QR code, so you know you're in the right one. And as Brother Fred had mentioned, if you're not in a position to scan the QR code, you just simply hit the copy icon under the full address underneath. You click on that, it'll copy it, and then it allows you to take it to whatever exchange to send your information over from. Hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah,
Back over
I
to you,
got a
Fred.
quick question. Yeah, no
Sure.
problem. I got a question. Those of you who have not ordered your card yet, can you raise your hand? Because this part of it obviously would be very helpful for you, what we just did. We get a show of hands of those of you who have not ordered your cards yet. Okay, everybody's got their card. Okay,
So you
Joseph.
have one,
Okay,
Joseph Payne.
okay, okay. All right, great, great. Thank you. Okay, we just want to find out, who is benefited from this part of it. Okay, all right, great. Okay, so you have ordered your card. Okay, so now basically you ordered your card, and when Al mentions the cards in terms of delivery, we're very familiar with the delivery times and all that. Okay, so we won't cover that part of it. Okay, but what we want to do now is explain. I want to explain something very, very important. Okay, and if a lot of you have been noticing, I've been putting tips, in our WhatsApp chat room about very, very important subject matters, things that's very important. Okay, give me 1 second here, if you don't mind. I want to take a look at something here. Okay. Okay, now, as far as you ordering your card, okay, when you get your card, it should be attached to a regular letter size sheet of paper that's folded in the envelope. Now, if you guys have, gotten cards in the mail before, that's how they come. Okay, but when you pull that card off of that sheet of paper, the PIN number will be right on that sheet of paper where you pulled the card from. And what you want to do is take a picture of that, or make sure that you put that PIN number in a place that's safe, because it's the only PIN that you'll ever have for that card. We don't have the ability to change our PIN. Okay. We had one person, because, and maybe it's my fault a little bit, because I told her that, when you get your card, the letter is all Spanish. That's all I told her. So when she got the card and she saw the letter was in all Spanish, she threw it away.
Wow.
Okay, but fortunate for her, because she had a metal card, we was able to retrieve the PIN for her. If it was a plastic card, we would not be able to do that. So just make sure that you record that PIN somewhere, put it in a safe place. Now, the second important thing about that PIN, as a security feature, if you go somewhere to buy something and you enter that PIN in incorrectly 3 consecutive times, that card is going to be revoked. That card is no more good ever, never. Okay? But if that should happen to someone, okay, contact one of us on the leadership council, me, Al, Eric, Neville. Contact one of us and let us know. Okay, since we haven't had that happen, we don't have any precedence in terms of, a resolution for that. Okay. But just let us know. But just make sure that you don't do that. And the reason why you won't do that, because you will make sure that you know your PIN. I mean, even you have to take the PIN number, stick in your wallet. I mean, we're all adults here. You know what to do and how to do it. But it's just important that you always have that correct PIN when you use it. Okay. Okay. So another important point, I want to cover is I had gotten a reply from someone, okay, who I had sent him the PDF, guys in South Africa. We met several years ago, whatever. His reply to me was that the fact that it doesn't require a KYC sends a red flag, okay? And I want you guys to remember what I'm about to say. And I'll put it in the next tip, but I think this is very important to cover. There is a specific logical reason why we do not accept KYC. Okay? And when I explain this, you'll get it. The primary reason why we don't accept KYC is because we do not buy any crypto on the app. It's as simple as that. That's the primary reason why. Now, if you guys got a SafePal wallet, a Trust wallet, or any other wallet, an app on your phone, you've downloaded that app without a KYC. However, as soon as you try to buy some crypto on there, it's going to take you to a third party like MoonPay, Simplex, and some other third party where you have to provide KYC. Okay, everybody got that? So the primary reason why we don't require KYC because we don't need to, because we're not selling crypto. All we're doing is moving crypto from your existing wallet to the app to place on the card and using it, utilizing the Visa network. That's all we're doing. And that keeps it simple. Now, for the card itself and the need for a KYC, I don't know about you guys, but I've had several prepaid debit cards, and that's what this is at the end of the day. It's a prepaid debit card. And I've had several prepaid debit cards in my lifetime where I never had to submit a KYC. Okay, so when somebody comes to you with that, with skepticism, and I'll post my explanation on there because it's logical. Okay, people need to know. Just because we don't accept KYC doesn't make it bad. It's just logical. Okay, and so anybody got any questions about that? Just bring it up when we go through the questions. Okay. Okay. So having said that, do you have anything to add, Brother Eric?
Oh, yes, I'd like to add something to that. First and foremost, that was a tremendous add-on, a nugget for the understanding of KYC, because we only get spooked by it when we realizing that we're not providing it. And it's understandable in many respects because some people aren't used to being in this decentralized space. So what they require normally for their banks, what they require normally for their other centralized systems, it sends uh, uh, an alarm for some of them, right? Now, mind you, we never questioned it when we were doing it, and now we question it in this space. But this is the power that, just through that example, Brother Fred is exemplifying the power of ownership and control. That's what the decentralized space provides us. So having that understanding now, you should be able to run. And I want each and every one of you to keep your questions that you're writing in the chat, keep them so when we get to the Q&A, you can ask your question. All right? Because this is interactive. You know, with call and response, and it's going to require our interacting with you so we know your understanding and your spirit. So that's all I have on that. I thought that was a tremendous add-on. Back over to you, sir.
Okay, great. And the thing is that, you know, it had been mentioned to me on a couple of times to where I was concerned about it. And, you know, through the grace of God, I was able to figure out myself why that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the most logical reason why, you know, so that's something that you want to, you know, just keep in your hip pocket in case you need it. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, Eric, I am trying to come back in from my computer. So if you see me, let me in. Let me
Will
in.
do, sir. Will do.
Okay, great.
So put
Okay.
you in the
And
game, huh, Coach?
yeah, and so what we can do now, we can open it up for questions. Oops, wrong password.
I see a hand up while you're working on that. First hand is Brother Andrew Washington out of Connecticut, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, brother.
Hey, what's up? Fantastic, amazing, amazing presentation training. Just every time I look at it, I'm learning something. I have a question about when I got my debit card um, activated. Uh, I think I'm double. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when I got my debit card on the paper, it got the PIN number and the activation code.
Mm-hmm.
So I was putting my code in. I put my code in twice because of the 3-time rule. But I put it in twice, it didn't work. But then I took the last 6 numbers on a debit card and activated it with the last 6 numbers on the debit card. So I just want to will there be a video on how to activate the card? Because I didn't know what to expect.
Right, right. There is going to be not a video, but there's going to be a, a still shot, some pictures that you can utilize. Matter of fact, let me grab my phone. Don't know where I put it, but give me. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
And
going to share. I'm going to share it with you to show you where you would go on your phone.
can you do me a favor right quick, brother Eric? Enable my
Yes, sir.
video. I just came back in on my computer.
All right, you should be able to open it up now.
Cool. All right.
All right, so let me go to my screen.
Yeah. And while you're doing that, let me share something because somebody else went through it. They were referring to the activation code when they were actually trying to activate the card. Okay. Now, when you activate the card, they ask for the expiration date. They ask for, I believe, the username. But they do not ask for the PIN. And they ask for the last 6 digits of the card that's on the card. So that activation code that you see on that sheet of paper, from my personal experience, it serves no purpose.
Yeah. It's actually there as a security. For an example, when you see PIN on your letter, you see the PIN number, it's not listed PIN, it's written in reverse. NIP. How many of you have come across that
I came
on your
across.
letter?
Yeah.
Right. That's telling you that's your PIN backwards. Try not to give up the store. And the code is there just to show you that 6 digits are required, but that's just a random 6 digits there to not, you know, give it away. We have a gentleman on the platform. He received his metal card. He had a plastic and metal card, and he got his metal card, and the metal card did not. I mean, the envelope came, but the card was taken. One second, really. All right. Whoever stole it has no access still to that card because they would not know how to activate it. Okay, so that's a part of that process. And then, of course, in many jurisdictions, when you activate your card, it'll be 24 hours before you can actually make use of it. So, okay, my screen is up. Give me one moment here. Let me share this because what we should be doing is activating our card from our app, from the app. Okay. If you have a card ordered and you go to that card, I don't have one ordered, I already have mine. So I'm not able to show you. Well, so when you have a card on order and you click on the card on your app, it'll give you a processing window, correct? Somebody
Correct.
unmute, let me know. Okay. So it gives you the processing menu. Now, in that processing menu, it says, there's a little white box that comes and says order being processed or orders processing. But inside that same box, there's another hyperlink beneath it, and it says something to the effect like, if you have your card, activate here. So I forget how it reads. And you
Yeah, it has
click
the
on,
word activate here. Yeah.
okay. And when you click on it, then it will allow you to go through the very steps that Brother Fred mentioned to you. It's going to require your 6 digits, last 6 digits, your I believe your CVV and your
Right.
expiration,
Right.
and that's it. And then you're, from that point you're active. Now, what you want to pay attention to is the loading of the card. See, because having an active card with money on it is not the same as loading the card, money on the app rather. It's not the same as loading the card. Could I take time to show how to load here, Brother Fred?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. I don't know what happened to my screen there.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have plenty of time, and
All
let's
right.
see how many people we
So
got hands up for questions.
when I click load, it takes you to your recharge screen. Now it's only recognizing the money you have on account. So on this particular account, you can see I have $49.98. The minimum requirement to load is $1. Okay.
Mhm.
So if I were to top off with 10, I just hit load 10, and then I select recharge card. And once I hit recharge card, you just scroll down to the bottom because there's a confirmation section. Shows the date, what you're reloading, the exchange amount in pesos, the commission amount in pesos, which is the 4% that is pulled back to the company. 1% of that is used in our compensation plan, and the remainder goes to the company. And I hit continue, and then you see that the charge was accepted. So all I got to do is hit the accept button. It shows the reduction of the balance by $10. And then now all I need to do is go back to the app itself, and it loaded the $10 there. If y'all understood what just occurred, just unmute your mic to say got it.
Got it.
All
Fast.
right.
All right. You have to load before you charge. You have to load before you use the card. Otherwise, you'd be like I was. And now I was a little panicked, I gotta admit. I didn't come out and tell Fred and Al that, hey, my car's not working, blah, blah, blah. I went to Al because I had just got off the phone with him, and I was in the nicest of tones. I said, hey, hey, brother Al, I just noticed that I tried to use my card and it didn't go through. It kept denying it. And he said, well, my friend, let's take this step by step. Did you load your card? And I'm saying, I didn't have to load. The money's already there. There's plenty of crypto on there. He said, no, Mr. Eric, I'm asking you, did you load your card? And then I had to think back to the tabs that you see on the screen. You have a general tab, you have a card tab, and you have a crypto tab, right? So in order for the money in the crypto or the general tab to reflect on the card tab, I have to put it on the card tab. As you see, $39.98 is more than $13.31. That means if I want to use $40, I got to move money over to the card. And the only way to do that is to hit the button load. All right. Just thought I'd share that.
Yeah, and the thing is that Al had, asked you to backtrack because he did the same thing. He got his card. He was so excited. He went skipping out, getting ready to buy something, and poof,
Mhm,
decline because he didn't load it.
mhm.
And so anybody, would make that, uh, skip that step, especially, early on. We're excited about getting the card and all that, but we're here, to do as much hand holding as we possibly can. That's why we're here, because we want everybody to be successful. Okay. Okay. We're a family.
And then one other thing, Brother Fred, folks, I'm going to pop the hood just a little bit to show you something. And the reason I can show it is because it'll change by the time this call is over. That's how fast this process works. But I don't want you to despise humble beginnings. Everybody begins in this opportunity, just us, just myself, right? And then you take action to yield the results. Okay. Now, I came on, it was just me. There was nobody else attached to me other than my upline, which is Brother Fred and Brother Al. So, how do I grow this opportunity? I did exactly what they told me. You see, you don't have options if you don't take action. So, I learned how to access my referral link and I took action. I shared with everybody I knew. I shared with Neville and a few hundred other people. So, what happened? I want you to see this is the back office currently. It'll come up in just a moment. That's the delay here.
Okay. While it's coming up, let me
There
remind.
it is.
Oh, you
There
got
it
it.
is.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, somebody tell me off of level one, how much did we earn in commission on level one activity of a card purchase?
10%.
Thank you. Thank you. 10%. How about level two
15%.
and level three?
10%.
All right. So I want you to see the power of what's happened here because I started, my first day was July 31st, right? And let me remove this. I started July 31st. I didn't have 81 people, and I didn't have 161 people on my level two, and I didn't have 233 people on my level three. But that's where it is now. It's about maybe, I don't know, maybe 30, maybe 29 short of 500 people.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? There's almost $1,000 generated here on this platform from that point. I don't have time to speculate on what does not work. I opened up another account on this platform, the one you saw a moment ago. I opened that up to train from. And I'm getting paid for training because as people, that account is my level one, right? And people are purchasing. And as a result, that account is earning income. Did y'all see that account? Did you see there was $69 there on an account that doesn't even have a card yet? I had $500 in my back office by the time I received my card.
Mm-hmm.
That card came super loaded. as you can see, I don't leave anything on the card. You see that? I only leave on the card what I intend to use. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. Over to you, Brother Fred.
Yeah, just another thing. I want to backtrack a little bit when we're talking about, when you receive your card and you activate that card, it's supposed to be, and I'm not sure, okay, back me up on this if you can or not, but it's supposed to be a 24-hour wait for security
Yes,
reasons.
on activation, yes.
Exactly. Okay, so when you activate it, don't try to use it immediately. You have to wait 24 hours. Okay, just want to make sure that you're aware of that, so you won't go out and think that the card doesn't work. It has to be at least 24 hours from the moment you activate it, then you can use it. Okay. Okay, so we got a question from Andrew Washington. Unmute yourself, my friend, and ask your question.
Hey, Fred, I got 21 questions because I don't get you every day.
All right now.
I was ready for this day, but in the back office when you're showing the referral, in the referral, the 3 levels, because is there a way, or you have to track it manually to keep up with your people?
Right now, you have to track it manually. We are coming up in the process of coming up with better ways that you can do better tracking, so you can actually identify who these people are, because we know that this is something that's going to be necessary and very critical to our growth. Okay, because I have a couple of people that's on my level 1. I don't know who these people are. I just don't know, because some people do register, and that's all they do. Like, they install the app and they don't move any further. You're going to get people like that. And I have a couple. So that will enable you to take a look, and then you can follow up with these people and basically do the things that we are accustomed to doing for those of us who have been, in referral-based businesses.
Got it. Thanks, Fred.
Next question.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What about the other 20 questions? What's up?
Yes, I have a question.
Oh, I let Matt go. I couldn't.
Actually, I was joking. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Hold on, Pablo. Hold on. We got hands raised. Go ahead, Mr. Matt.
I just was wondering, is there a way to load cash onto your card initially so you can buy a card, or does it have to be transferred from crypto?
It has to be transferred from crypto. We do not have a way to load to have the cash option. And let me bring up another point in relation to what I mentioned, okay, earlier. If we had the cash option, okay, let me back up. A lot of people love the fact that we don't require KYC, because it maintains that anonymity. Okay, and I told you why we don't. Okay, now, for those of you who would like the cash option, okay, there is a big caveat, and that caveat is this. The moment that they allow us to have a cash option is the same moment they're going to require KYC. Why? Because you're going to be buying crypto. Can't have it both ways.
And moving fiat.
Right. Can't have it both ways. Okay. So to answer your question though, Matt, no, we don't have that. And I personally hope we never do, but it's a convenience just to buy the card. You may have $1 million in a crypto account, but you just want to just buy the card, and I get that. But buying it is going to require you to buy crypto, which is going to require KYC.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Brother Henry, before we get to your hand and before we get to Pablo, let me go to the chat real quick. Joseph Payne asked, would the card be mailed directly to my country, Trinidad and Tobago, or I have to get Skybox? No, it can be mailed directly to you. It'll be mailed directly to you. Okay, Mr. Raymond Carmichael suggested, in terms of your codes, your PIN number, write it on paper and put it somewhere safe. Once you lose it, your card is voided. Okay, and what it means is if you don't have it, you can't make use of it.
Anyway.
And then he asked the question, isn't it true that if it happens 3 times in total, it is voided? Yes. So your expiration of your card is 3 years. if you place the PIN number incorrectly anytime inside that time, 3 times, that's what cancels the card. Okay. Shantana, when you purchase an item at the grocery store, they ask if your card is checking or savings. But what exactly should we say if this happens? You know, I don't have that experience, but
Yeah,
you can.
I've done it before with other cards, other prepaid
Mhm,
debit cards, and always choose checking.
mhm.
Okay, I mean, do it and see what happens. That's all I can say. But that's what I have done in the past with another prepaid debit card.
Okay.
Oh, can I ask something?
Wait. Can you load cash USD on the card? That was Mr. Matt. That was already answered. You're welcome, Brother Joseph. Okay. Are you adding to the point just made, Brother Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go right ahead, and then we'll go to Brother Henry.
Okay, because I went to Sam's and I went to Dunkin' Donuts, and they didn't ask for debit or credit. It just let
Mhm.
me swipe. Now,
Yeah,
Sam's asked for my PIN number, but Dunkin' Donuts just let me swipe.
yeah. Dunkin'
Right.
Donuts is like that. I've gone there many times, and you just tap it, and it just goes ahead and approves it. So depends on the type of merchant processing system that they have.
All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Brother Henry. You can unmute Henry. Henry Blackburn going once. Henry Blackburn going twice.
Okay, I'm unmuted now.
Hey, brother.
How are you?
I'm
I'd like
rich.
to,
Thought you knew.
yeah, my thing is I did not have any crypto when I got my card. I did it off of my debit card, which was USD, and that's how I bought my card.
Wait, come again?
I said I got my card. I paid for it with a debit card. My personal debit card is how I purchased my card.
Well, we don't have that option.
And that's
Yeah.
what I did. That's how I got my
Yeah,
card.
no, I'm saying we don't have it now. If you got yours, more power to you, but we don't have that option. Crypto in.
I have no crypto.
We do now.
I mean, yeah, I
What
do
I'm
now.
saying, so what I'm saying to you is that was an option that you had definitely prior to my coming. So what I'm saying to you is we don't have that as an option right now. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not doubting what happened for you, but
Yeah,
we don't have
it may be some cross up with another app or another program, but we never had the option to pay for a crypto using a debit card when you are acquiring anything on the Bancus app.
But I'm just saying, when I ordered my Bancus card, I ordered it with my debit card.
we heard you. We heard you. And what we're
Okay.
saying is it at the time, maybe that was available to you. Not maybe it was available to you. But currently that is not an option available to us.
Okay, so you're saying that that option has been removed.
I'm saying it's not available to us.
It's not there.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, brother. Mr. Pablo,
Yes, sir. Well,
your question?
my question is, when I log in and I put in the verification number, the next move from there, all the other things I don't worry about. I just want to move from there.
See, what happens is Pablo's direct to me. And so um what what gets confused for many people, and he's one of the many, is that when you put in your email address for verification, you have to go to your email and get the 6 digits that you now need to place in your app, correct?
Yes,
So
I know.
what happens is when he does that, he doesn't realize that he's still inside the email. So he has to write those numbers down and then go back to the app, and that's where you place the numbers. And it gets confused because many people they open and it works like this for some reason, mainly in Gmail, I've seen it, when when they put in their code and then they request the code rather, and it opens up in the email. People don't move from the email back over to the app. They think they can do everything from the email, so they tap on the email and they stay stuck and lost. And so you have to close the email after you write the information down and go back to the actual app. You're not in the actual app when you get the email verification. You're only getting a picture of how it should look when you go back to your app. Make sense, everyone? To you, Pablo, does it make
Yes,
sense?
that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Okay. All right, Brother Fred, over to you. I don't see any other questions, nothing else in the chat.
Okay. And at this point, we should have said questions or comments because, this is, open the conversation. Okay. Because we want to enhance your level of knowledge, and we definitely want to enhance your involvement in this process. So besides the actual questions, I mean, if there are any comments, any, okay, we got something going on. Matter of fact, let's open it up to Brother Neville here because he is actually part of our leadership council. Go ahead, Neville.
Hey, Brother Fred, can you hear me clear?
Loud and clear.
Say what's up to Brother Eric as well. Great job, you guys. We are all Eagles here, guys. We mean that we have a vision of what this product can offer in many facets. As a customer, as somebody want to become affiliate, growing this referral base, and we all experiencing some amazing benefits utilizing this product. And we just want to get this word out to more and more people of like minds that's going to spread this word because we have something here that's unique, is a game changer, and is open to pretty much any country in the world. And we always want to lead with the education because if you educate about a product and you are a product of the product, you're going to continue to build confidence. And we've been here, I'll say, going on close to 2 months now, and it's been an amazing journey. And these guys are my upline, so we have a strong lineage here. So when you work with a great team and great upline and sponsorship, there's no way where you can go but up. It's like what's this? So on Jefferson's moving on up. You're gonna move on up, and you're gonna have success, and that's what it's about here. And we just want to continue to grow this community, keep sharing. You're going to benefit if you want to, maximize on the comp plan, or you just want to use the product. I say use this product to pay your bills, take care of your, everyday expenses, and continue to enjoy the journey. Because you all winners here, and let's continue winning. Thanks. That's all you guys.
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, before we go to Andrew and Brian, I want to find out our other council member, Miss Shireen Offerman from Curacao, if she has anything she'd like to say. So Shireen, can you unmute yourself, dear? If you're available.
Hello? Yes, hello, hello.
Hey, Shireen.
Hi, Eric. Everything's fine over there?
Oh man, we rich.
Yes. One thing I want to mention for the card deliver, what I've seen is that people don't put the code, and if we don't put the zip code correctly, the card will come back to us. So that's very important. I want to emphasize now that as leader here in the group, we need to make sure people, when they register the card, they put all the correct information to avoid that the card will be delayed. Okay.
All right. And that's a very good point. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, the reason why she has that insight is because she is on our leadership council, but she is the liaison for the delivery logistics. Okay. And so she has a lot of great insight in terms of some of the things that may, hinder a delivery. So thank you very much for that very important information, Shireen.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear. Okay. So we got Andrew. Now, before we go to and back to Andrew, can we ask Brian to unmute himself?
Hello. Yep.
Hello, sir.
For people that are in the chat groups like WhatsApp or in Messenger app, for those that don't know, any files that have been and media that have been posted, you can actually find it inside there if you click on the heading at the top.
Is that a question or as a comment?
It's a comment. It's for the ones that don't realize and they're looking for, like, say, for the likes of Brother Eric's tutorials that have been posted
Yeah.
inside the groups. You can click on the actual heading of the group and go to media and files and
Media
find.
files, right.
Got it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Absolutely.
No
And
worries.
congratulations to you, Brother Brian, with all your success with you and your teams. You know, you're in Australia, you got people growing at home there in New Zealand and other spaces. And we applaud you, brother. Great work,
Yeah,
great work.
yeah. I am so personally so excited to have you guys with us. You know, Australia, New Zealand, and it's so refreshing. Okay, so welcome and keep up the great work. Okay, so Andrew Washington, the floor is yours.
Hello, I'm back.
All right.
So I just want to ask, is it for the like brochures or flyers? Is it can we make those up or the company have them, or would that be a thing of that's coming?
Mhm.
Is that is that
Yeah.
doable or what you think?
Yeah, no, excellent, excellent. As a matter of fact, you know, when we do have our official launch, there'll be lots of information that's going to be coming out, and there is a very ambitious and exciting marketing plan that's coming that's going to include a lot of things that we need to help us, you know, spread the word about Bancus a lot better. So to answer your question is, stand by. It's coming.
Okay. And one more thing, Fred, and I'm off. I'll wait till the next training call. But one more, for Facebook, like I got my debit card. I took a picture. Can I post that on Facebook with no problems or?
No, anything that you post on Facebook should not have the banker's name. It should read crypto debit card, and that's it. So you'll have to change that. Matter of fact, we got a good flyer already, and I'll repost it unless you can bring it up, Eric. The one that has the two cards on it.
I'll locate it. I'll locate it and make sure to bring it up.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I might be able to do that. Let me see if I can share my screen right quick.
Okay. And I want to also thank Brother Brian for sharing the resource links that Brother Fred puts in our group. How to register at Bancus, Bancus introduction, how to recharge the Bancus card, how to make a deposit in the Bancus app. Those tutorials are short videos and they're available in a link that I just reposted from Brother Brian. So thank you, brother.
Okay, it's taking a sweet time coming up. So
yeah, I see it on your desktop. You're just waiting for it to open up.
yeah, I'm just waiting for it to open.
Here it comes.
You guys still see my screen?
Still see your screen. It's loading.
Okay. Okay.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, so this is something that, you know, it can be a good flyer, something good to post on social media in addition to whatever you want to type in, because it really highlights it gives the point of what it is, you know, but you can't use the banker's name for legal reasons. Okay, and for those who want this, we'll put it back into the chat and you can grab it. Okay, because what this does, it should make a person curious. It should make a person want to know more. You know, and that's what you want. You want a reaction. Okay.
Yes, thanks, Fred. I need that one. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Okay, before we close out, and I'm going to leave room for Brother Fred to give the takeaways, the closing points. I just want to say this regarding our success. Our success is rooted in our plugging in. Many of us get excited over what we have in front of us, but are we willing to do the work in order to realize the success we envision for ourselves? Because we have to put in some muscle. All right. And the one thing I need to say to you is that many of us, and you may experience with your team members, will ask questions to things that have already been answered if you just stay plugged in to your WhatsApp group. That group is our number one communicator. The reason why is because when a question is answered there, it's being answered for hundreds of people at the same time. Okay. When a success is celebrated, it should not be just you to your sponsor. Everybody is a part of the same success. So we share the reward of that. Okay. If you do not plug in, you will always have to clock in. And that's just a fact. Now, there are 2 days by which we offer global overview presentations. That's Tuesday and Thursday of every week. And each of those days, there are 2 presentations. There are 2 presentations on Tuesday. There are 2 presentations on Thursday. That's fixed. That is structured. That is system. And we have to learn to become system dependent. So what happens is we drive everybody to the call at 2 o'clock and or 8 o'clock Eastern times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And get this, you should be there along with your invitees. You should be there too. We should have our name properly identified on our screen. And how you do it simply, if you just look at the box you're in right now, inside that box, it has a mute button and it has a 3 or unmute and it has 3 dots. If you go to the 3 dots there, it gives you the ability to rename yourself. It might be the last tab or so, and you just click on rename and you change your name, meaning you put your name, first name, and where you're chiming in from. So it might be Al, Chicago, USA. It might be Shireen, Curacao. You understand? So these are things that you want to do because what does it do for your teams or your guests? First of all, they see how global and worldly this is. They see it. They get an indication. It's not just accents coming from their city. This is an accent that might be coming from another part of the globe. It's meaningful. We have people that join us, like right now, it's 6:20 here in the US Eastern time zone. But Brother Brian, what time is it there in Australia? If I can ask, you might be driving. It's a different time zone. That's my point. New Zealand's 14 hours ahead of us. You understand? Different time zones, and this impacts people. When people see that we are as global as we profess, then it enhances the belief. Everything you do in this opportunity, particularly as it relates to our WhatsApp group, it galvanizes belief, and that's what we want. That's what we want.
Yeah. And let me add, especially if a person comes in, they comes on and they're wondering, will this card work in their country or somebody that they know in their country? When they come on and see all these people in these different countries, it makes a difference. It makes a difference in their level of belief. It's working in all these countries. Hey, I'm sure it'll work in mine.
That's right. That's right. So like earlier, when Brother Fred asked people to chime in, Matt was chiming in from Wyoming, right? Andrew from Waterbury, Connecticut. Sister Monique, or Natural Sister, she's chiming in from the Bahamas. Joseph, Trinidad and Tobago, son of the soil. My father, my father, national hero, Stokely Carmichael, also known as Kwame Ture, son of the soil, Trinidad, Tobago. Okay. So when you find people, Jesse from New Zealand, Pablo, New York, when you find our connections like this listed in our avatar or listed in our identifier on the screen, it speaks volumes. Plug in, folks. Encourage people to plug in. Encourage your team to do it. All right. And I can assure you the success that I'm seeing is no different from your success. I'll be even more successful when I share how to get it done. When you share how to get it done with your teams, it grows your wealth. Why? Because you're showing that you want for other people what you want for yourself. And if you help people get what they want, you'll get what you need. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. Over to you, Brother Fred. Thank everyone for allowing me time and attention to be here with you.
Absolutely. Yeah, we want to thank everybody from coming to this first training. And just keep in mind that we will do this on average every other week. Okay. But as we grow, we're going to do it a lot more frequently. Okay. And we will take suggestions in terms of what some of the things that, you don't know about and haven't been given any information on. So what you can do, you can reach out to me directly or Brother Aaron, say, hey, can you train on ABC? And if it's something that's reasonable, we'd be more than happy to do it. Okay, because we're not the only two people here with the brains that, reach out and grab all this information. We got a lot of talent here, and it consists of all the rest of the 23 people here. Okay, and so we want to work together to make this the best opportunity that we possibly can. Okay, because right now the way it's growing, it's a whole lot to be excited about, and man, we're just getting started. Okay. So having said that, gang, I want to thank you all. Okay, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one when we post it. And then in the meantime, as I said, reach out. If you got any questions. And another thing we're going to do. We're doing the overviews now. We're doing the trainings, which consists of some technical training and some good tips and pointers. Al is going to actually host business building. Okay. Some best ways and tips to actually grow your business. Some do's and don'ts based on experience, based on information taken by multi-million-dollar leaders in the industry, such as people like Eric Worre. Okay, he's a big Eric Worre component. You heard of GoPro. Okay, it's a book that I've had for 10 years now. It's a video version of that he had posted. So you're going to be able to have access to business building training as well, because there's a way of building this particular business that may not fit the model of building a previous business that you had. Okay, and so we're going to touch on that. So stay tuned and look forward to that. So having said that, gang, my time is up. I thank you for yours, and everybody unmute yourself and say, have a great weekend. Let's go Eagles. Let's go.
Let's go Eagles.
Go.
Great
Let's go
weekend.
Eagles.
Let's
Have a
go
great
Eagles.
weekend. Let's go Eagle.
Let's go.
Let's go
Okay.
Eagles.
All right, Brother Eric, signing off, man.
Gone already.